the greatest.
I don't know where that came from. It's going to be a good day. You can tell. I don't know how you can tell. I got a feeling today's going to be a good day.
You were for sure whatever, right?
This truck, we're going to have to start this truck up today. 2.5 years ago, I went up to get this truck started. Going up to see the old man. He's been procrastinating on a project for a long time now.
Long ago.
It turned into a bigger than Ben-Hur situation. Did this have a bit of a vibration or a bit of knock?
Yeah. You reckon I should pull that piston out?
I'm just having a look. How much piston slap's good? How much piston slap is good? Not too much.
Yeah. Not good there, is it?
That doesn't feel. It feels more like a pickup than a score. What do you think? What do you think? And around this side as well, but.
That's not good, is it?
Yeah, what do you reckon that is? Is it just aluminium picked up on the chrome ball? But we've put in the effort. We've rolled with the punches. We've not given up. We fought them on the beaches. I don't know. Maybe. But we didn't give up.
Do you think so?
Do you concur?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Look, just because that feels like it's enough. That's pushed in there enough. It's pushed in there enough that it's mushroomed it out.
Yeah.
And
there's got to be some
we've got
reason
that.
for that.
Well, it's got a bit of sideways this way too, bro. We got anything? A little bit. Just the bore seems so.
You can't make a noise with that one.
Yeah, it's probably just that it's lubricated or something. Or that one's dry or something. There's plenty of reasons along the way that a lot of people would have given up. Man, baby.
Hear the noise? Yep. Yep.
Now there's a bracket that just fell down, or something fell down.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You got it?
Yeah.
What do we got? Oh yeah. Look. Holy shit. Holy shit.
And that would have been the injector.
But what do you mean, like spraying too much, or
No,
not working at all?
I could undo the nut on the injector, and it was making no difference.
Yeah.
Was making no difference. Like just like you shorten a spark plug out.
The thing felt good. The crankshaft feels good.
See, and probably, you know why we could get that noise? This has probably collapsed us a little.
I'd say so. Was that one there that's floating? Just see that one starting to float down? Oh yeah. That longer bit. See the longer bit?
Where there?
No, up a bit. Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, up there. That one on the end of your finger. It's floating down. That's it there. It's going down there now. Grab it. Oh yeah. What's that? Oh, look, bro. Look. That's cracked.
Has something hit that?
Yeah. Is it the crankshaft that's been hidden?
Or
the conrod? What comes out
it
first?
can only be the conrod.
Yeah.
But I think we'll get away with the bore. You know, like it's
Yeah.
it's.
This looks a bit dark, but
No, that'll be good. Mate. That looks
you
good
know.
to me. I'll put a bit of plastigage in.
yeah, yeah.
You know, and I don't think there'd be anything wrong with that. No, there's nowhere.
Yeah.
And I need to get a hone.
Yeah.
Sid will have a hone. He'll lend me a hone.
All comes down to being able to get that piston.
Yeah, I'll get
You know.
Yeah.
By itself. And how bad's this?
And you can see where the whole thing is up. You see.
Yeah.
If this is all, look here. You see. If that's knocked down.
Before you go doing the honing, you're gonna have to pull that oiler out. Otherwise, you're gonna catch it.
See that hole there?
Yeah.
That goes up to
Yeah.
the gudgeon. This here was in that hole.
What is it?
That's what I thought it might have been a bit of dowel, but it's too big for that. But that there was in there.
Hang on. Is that metal?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It feels like it's alloy. Maybe. Was it plastic? Could be plastic, you know.
In there.
Oh, that's strange. We've made some dents in what we got to do today anyway, so we got, yeah. We're going to have to come back to this another time. Have I got shit on my face? I know. Don't know if this shirt's going to make it. I'm hoping for a good outcome today. And I'm thinking we're going to get one. We've put in the effort. To feel like am I jinxing it? Don't jinx it! We're just going to do a will it run. This engine's been apart for pretty close to 5 years, 4 to 5 years. Engine's been apart. We got it back together with a whole lot of new parts. Basically an engine rebuild, new pistons, all that stuff. New injectors, heads all been done up, all that stuff. So it should run, you know, but after 5 years of having stuff lying around and various people doing various people helping Baz do cleanups and things like that. Things have got moved. We've lost lots of little bits and pieces along the way. Super important bits and pieces we've lost, and eventually found them again with a lot of hard work. Hey fellas, today we got a legacy project, and a legacy project is a project from a long time ago.
Long ago.
One which should have been finished, but it's had a lot of problems getting started. It's like this project doesn't want to get finished, but we're gonna try. And I've been meaning to do this part for 9 months. One little job. We're gonna do it today. And then we can get the big part of the job maybe done in the next couple of days. We'll see. It's only been about 3 years. It's a pretty big job, mate. I'm getting gloves for this one. There a bag of gloves here? Yes. Billy and Jack, don't think less of me. It's dirty engine oil, man. I don't want to get my fingers all over that. Come on, Billy and Jack. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Oh, leave me. Leave me.
Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
Why don't you leave me alone? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
Stop picking on me, man. Alright. I'm gonna get a bit of oil out of here. Our issue is I think we've got a crack here and a bit of a dingleberry here. We're gonna bend that down a bit, but that's not too big. That's not too big a thing. I think we've got a seepage out of here, and once I clean this out, we'll know. You can sort of see the crack there, eh? Oh yeah, yeah. So you can sort of see how it's been. What we noticed, it had this stain of oil. Not much, just a sort of seeping of oil. Leave me alone, just leave me alone. Leave me alone, just leave me alone. It's not just me that gets picked on by Billy and Jack for wearing gloves on YouTube. It's all other YouTubers that wear gloves unnecessarily. I'm sure they'd be right if you had a reason for it. I'm sure they would. I hope so. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Hey Rosie.
Rosie found them.
Oh, you good? Oh yeah, where were they?
Oh, I put them away safely in the cab.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Perfect.
But last place we looked.
Oh, good. Oh, as long as it didn't give up, you know, that's the main thing.
And Finn was down there pulling everything the bits.
Oh, Finn's down there too. Okay, yeah. I'm just cleaning up the bottom of the sump now.
I'll just go down and I'll gap those rings and I'll put them on.
Yep.
And so they're set to go.
Yep.
You've got the ring compressor. I
Yep.
don't know. Pretty right, I think.
Yeah, we'll be right.
I think that some had a gasket, did it?
Yeah, you got a full gasket set.
Oh, it'll be in there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Righto, bro. So
Okay.
I'll catch up later.
Okay, mate. I'll talk to you. See you, fella. Bye.
Bye.
Baz thought he might have lost the oil squirters. That would have been that would have made the job fun. It's all been off for at least a year and a half maybe. I feel like you're bullying me, Maggie. Are you bullying me? Leave me alone, just leave me alone, just leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, please leave me, leave me. You hear about that, Maggie? Billy and Jack, they bully me for wearing gloves on YouTube. Sometimes you gotta do it. That's why you wear gloves, Billy. That's why. Because you might get dirt on your hands, bro. All those fumes that's making me high, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hey, Megs. Will you still love me if I wear gloves on YouTube? Will you? When I'm 64 or something. Okay, so it's not bad now. Not bad to work on now. Now, if it was I don't know, rebuilding a motor, which is technically what this is, you know, if it was going in a car, I think I'd do a better job of cleaning this. But, it's just an old truck, eh? Just an old truck. So, I've got to find where this crack is. Crack is here. It's here. But you can't see it. You can't see it there, can you? Ah. Has it been bogged up? We're gonna have to give that a... It's bent there. Can you see? Bent there and there. So can you see this crack? Does it show up right? This is where something's come around and hit that. The counterbalance of the... It even feels like that's a little bit off to the... It's not on the center, so why would that be? That doesn't seem right. Maybe it's dropped a rod at some stage. And it's bent. You can sort of see the little rib there and a rib there where this is gone and got bent up. So I need to give that a whack. I need to put a... What do you reckon the best way of fixing this is? We got some options. So the options are to fix this. Number 1, buy a new sump. Number 2, massage that down, drill the ends of the crack so it can't crack any further, and TIG weld it, and then flatten it down. But still worried about this loss of metal here, making that a little bit thin. You could braze it. You could you wouldn't want to MIG weld it because it makes it go hard. The weld's hard and then the stuff on the outside and it cracks right beside it. So TIG welding, at least the weld sort of stays soft and you can hammer it and nail it and normalize the metal so that it's all soft again. That would be the best, but you could also braze it. Now brazing, once you braze something, you can't go back. It's contaminated the metal, so you'll never be able to weld it. What else is an option? JB weld? I think this might be an option. I'm thinking that I want to make a patch about this big on the underside, JB weld it in, do a really good job of JB welding it in, so you can almost not even tell that it's got a patch there. I think that's going to hold the best. you can't go wrong with JB Weld. You just can't go wrong. So JB Weld it is. We're gonna have to take this and give it a couple of taps though. I might take that outside on the pallet bench if we've still got one. Might have been stolen. Doesn't look very pretty, but you know, I don't know. So here we are. We've got this crack. It goes. Oh yeah, so it even. Oh, so it is a double. It's double. Like that's gone through. So it is a double skin of some sort, but the crack goes out to, as far as I can tell, out here, and this one here goes right around to here. This is going up here somewhere. The other bits, yeah. So I wonder if this has been patched before. Because underneath we can't see anything. There's no way that's been patched. So maybe it's nothing to worry about. Maybe that is nothing to worry about. Maybe we're panicking over nothing. How can it be that it's double-sided? How can that be? I was going to patch this from the outside. Okay, let's get a bit of alcohol in there. We'll go with some acetone. We've got a storm outside, Maggie. A little bit of acetone in there. Best I can do, really. Not ideal. Okay. Righto. All right. And now we wait. I don't know how long we wait. It says how long. How long is it? Cure time 15 to 24 hours. We'll come back tomorrow. Choice, bro. Now, who'd have thought there'd be a shortage? I went to every shop in my town, and apparently there's a shortage of engine enamel. It's all got to come out of the States, and well, you can't get it. I went to every shop, and I found one that had black. It wasn't VHT, but it's made by the same company. Apparently Duplicolor and VHT is the same company. I was hoping for gloss black for the sump, especially for the inside, but we get what we get. We'll make do. Hey, I was going to paint it blue. Oh, they offered me pink as well. Okay. They don't even know your name. Remember that song? 1978. John English. Hot Town.
But they don't even know your name.
Written by a local bloke called Graham Connors. Anyway, I just found that the other day, yeah. Funny things you find out. Yeah, which is what it is. That'll do. That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Okay. I'm going to go with blue engine enamel because it was the only VHT engine enamel I could buy. The other stuff doesn't seem to... I don't like it. VHT. That's 5 minutes. No, it's not. Oh man, that's blue. scene of the crime. Today we're actually going to try and get something done. This has been in the making for a few years, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5. We're going to try and assemble an engine today. Baz has been busy. He's gone and get all the piston rings. I think we've got a new piston in here as well. Maybe another new pistons. We're going to put some new bearings in. And we're ready to go. Got a cylinder head in here. What have we got going on here, Bobby? Are we going to clean up this? Making a mess? Or cleaning up a mess?
We're just cleaning up.
Cleaning up, yeah. We've got some holes. Hey Finnegan, we've got some holes in here to put them in. And that's where it's going to go. Alright.
How many were there, bro? 26.
26. Oh. Okay. When we start it up, you'll know. Got the old ring compressor on. Check, check.
Yeah.
Check. Check 1, 2.
Check one.
Tommy's providing the background noise.
Tommy's providing the grinding for the crankshaft.
Yeah, Tommy's just grinding the crankshaft. The angle grinder will be good. He's honorary Maori fella. It's because of his short shorts. Oh. Hey, Billy T. James used to wear short shorts, eh?
Yeah, he liked them.
He did, eh?
He did.
He was.
Cheapest way of living, is it? Yeah.
He was full on Tamariki Mai fella, you know.
Yeah, cheapest way of living,
So I got some of this black stuff, bro. You like the black
yeah.
stuff?
I can't say that anymore, bro.
No,
You can. You can.
It's the not white stuff.
You can say it. You just might get in trouble. And when have you ever worried about getting in trouble?
Oh, Pat says, when's anyone ever told you what to do, boy?
Yeah. And you still didn't take him down the pub.
No.
Oh God, I bet you that's one of the things that you regret.
I think
He does.
One of the things that Pax regrets,
Pax regrets
Yeah.
big time.
even more than me,
He'd be still here.
that ring's popped up back over here. Yeah, we've got to be careful.
Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him on the next one, Brady. Okay, so I've got to make sure that doesn't get any shit on it in the meantime. Because we're out in the, you know, fucking good environment here.
Okay, so I'll go up the top then, eh?
Yeah, I'll go and place it in. We'll come back to that and we'll just make sure there's no shit on that. Yeah, I'll place it down there, Brady. Oh. Now, bro, do you want new oil on the balls?
Oh, I don't think so, guys.
Yeah. Because your old, remember your old school thing is like the more
It'll bed in quicker.
better and quicker. Yep. You're right. I've got it down the bottom. Piston coming down. Coming on down. Give it another. You give it another little tap, bro. Just tap, tap, little taps. Okay. Keep coming. Okay. Righto.
Maybe wants to turn a wee bit.
Just hang on a second. Let me get my finger on it. Righto. Righto.
You right?
Yep. Nearly there. Keep coming. Okay, beautiful, mate. Finnegan, could you pass me that bearing shell out on the bench, please? Did you get some plastic gauge?
Yeah, I've got some up the top there. I'll have to go and get it. you want to put the other number 1 in while I'm here?
Oh yeah, well no, I've got to go and goo it up and everything, but... Number 1, do you concur?
Number 1.
Do you concur?
Okay.
I concur. Mr. Kerwin.
Fuck a big word, bro.
Hey, I got it. Yep.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, there's your fingers fucking
Oh, don't put the fingers in there, bro. Jesus.
sharp fucking bit.
Okay, now. Hang on, I left them out again. I had them roughly right. Oh, yeah, that's them. That's them. Tap, tap, tap. Where's your tap, tap machine?
Yep.
Did this thing blow a fucking piston or something?
It had one that collapsed, yeah.
It's hitting the valve, but it was doing a lot of funny things.
I'll try now, bro. Just gently.
Oh, yeah.
Try.
Did you got this ring compressor tight enough?
Maybe not. The handles with it, eh?
Yeah, no, I just couldn't just give it to me. So.
Yeah. Have to turn them a little bit, bro. It's quite a big angle.
Which way you want to go?
Clockwise. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. They're about there somewhere. Give it another go. You're here to ring, you reckon?
It's not.
It's coming. It's coming. There we go. Keep coming. Just gentle, gentle. Hang on. Wait. Okay. Slowly. Okay. Beautiful.
More?
No, I'll give it one more tap. It's there though. Yeah. Put again. You got that other bit for me? Oh, yep. Come in.
This is the first video for the Advanced Instrument Technique Checkoff. So the first thing I'm going to show you is hand signals for pickups. The surgeon will put their hand like this and they'll do this right here. That means they want forceps or pickups as they will call them. Next, if they want scissors and they don't say it, they'll do this right here. They'll do that with their fingers.
Yep. Alright. Now. This is the look of frustration. I think I've been here for an hour. I managed to get that one in. You can't really see it because it's dark, but up here we've got these little oilers. Oiler thing. I'm trying to get that in the right position. It's got a little pin on it. It's got it's one of these. It's got a little dowel, a hole there for a dowel. Some of them have got the dowels in them, some of them haven't. Little hole in there, fed with oil pressure, and it's got a little plunger. You can push in there, and it's got a little check valve, pressure relief valve to relieve the pressure. So that's got to go in there, but I'm having all manner of trouble trying to get it in there. I'll come back to this one as well. There's something funny about that one.
We shall never surrender. We shall fight on the beaches. This is the lesson. Never give in. Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. There was no flinching, no thought of giving in. We now find ourselves in a position where I say we can be sure that we have only to persevere to conquer.
Me too. This thing's fighting us. It is fighting. Yesterday I'm trying to get these oilers in, and they used to be in order. Now they're not in order. Plus there's a couple of nicks on some of these threads where they're not wanting to go in that easily, so maybe a couple of burrs there. Need to clean up some threads. I had to go down and get I didn't bring any tools this trip. I think I need those, or maybe those, to go and place them up in the hole. The hole's pretty, as you saw yesterday, the hole's pretty tight. So we'll be doing well today if we can get the head on, and maybe we can get the rocket cover on. Maybe. Oh no, that's going to take some work. That all needs to be pulled apart and cleaned and wire brushed. All right, I'll come back to you. I'm not going to film all this. That's what we're looking at. This was number 4. It's got this weird little thing there in the hole, which seems flexible. You can move it around, you can't pull it out. I don't know what it is. I think I'm going to leave it. Looks like the dowel stayed in there for that one. The dowel stayed in there for that one. The dowel's out of that one. And the dowel stayed in there for that one. So some of the dowels have stayed in. And I put one back in this one. We'll get that one done. And I don't know if I can take it along for this ride. I don't know. I don't know that I can. It's too tight. It's too tight.
Tightening torque. Okay. Here we go. Tightening torque.
Yeah.
Newton meters.
Yeah.
Kilograms per, but you wanted to foot pounds.
Newton meters. You got Newton meters?
Yeah.
Connecting rod bearing.
What do you got?
And then they pulled out a gun and just went boom, and I ran away.
Nut connecting rod cap installation, bolt connecting
Bolt
rod.
1.
So we're going to bolt.
Yeah.
30, whatever that is, doesn't say what it is. Then they get 3.0 plus 90 degrees plus or minus 5 degrees.
So it doesn't say what it is.
Yeah, it does. It says it on the top there. It says the unit is Newton meters.
Right, so Newton meters.
Yeah.
So we want 30.
Yeah, 30 plus 90 degrees plus or minus 5.
5 degrees,
Plus or
yeah.
minus 5.
Okay, so we want 30.
Yeah, 30 Newton meters.
That's not that much.
No, but the 90 degrees is.
That would fucking mean something. Why the fuck would they write it like that?
Okay. 30.
Does that mean something to you, mate?
Yeah. That's not much. I'm going to have trouble with the 90 degrees though. Because I don't want this to shift. For the,
Don't want what there?
I don't want it to shift for the plastic gauge.
No.
I don't want the crank to rotate.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to have trouble.
No,
Okay, that's all right.
You can't get 90 degrees without.
I will be able to. I just got to make sure I don't pull sideways on the thing.
How can we lock that motor?
No need to lock the motor. It's all right. I'll just work it out. Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Making a lot of noise down there, fucking mate.
That's quite a lot.
It's 30 grams per fucking 30 kilograms.
Okay, Baz, can you give me the long bar, or tell Finn where the long bar is?
Yeah.
To undo it. That's not quite the 90 degrees, but it'll be close.
Is that the motor 90 degrees, mate?
No, the bolt. You turn the bolt an extra 90 degrees after you get that torque.
Do you guys ever find that fucking when you're working on a car, pouring piss down your throat seemed to make it go better?
The drinking culture force is strong in this one.
Oh, I've been around doing Basil Tiahu's. I think I told you the other day. Gamey, Ross and I down this pit. The Maoris dug a fucking pit so we could do this car for them. The Gamey and I down the pit, and then they're handing us these fucking flaggers down the pit. Oh, fuck's sake. When we finished the car, they put on a big party for us. Oh, mate.
Now, Finn...
Did you ever meet Basil Tiahu?
No, mate, no. But Finn, can you pass me that little piece of paper that I pulled the plastic gauge out of?
Yep.
It's just up there. No, I never met him, Rosie.
Right?
Never met him.
You probably would have known all the boys, Basil and all them. There was
A little bit, I don't know.
a little bit.
It was just on the...
Here it is.
yeah.
We'll put that on the back.
Okay. So we want it to be... Where are we?
I'd say
Which-
it's going to be
what-
2,000.
I just got to see which side's thousandths, though.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Which side is it? Because one's millimeters, one's...
Yeah. That's the thou side where my thumb is, bro.
Hang on, I'm just doing this, mate. Just hang on 1 second.
So you wind it up, and then you got to take it out and look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's squashing that little bit of plastic.
That's why I wonder. I thought, how the fuck are they going to do that when it's wound up?
And you can't turn it. As soon as you turn it, you'll just destroy it.
So which side is which?
That one there?
Yeah.
That's thou. So...
Oh, okay, so what do the numbers say?
I'll put-
1,
Yeah.
1.5.
2's in the middle, right?
So it's 1, 1.5, 2, and 2.5, and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna line that up
1.5's
there.
a fat bit.
Yeah. I would say...
Probably 1.5, 2.
Is that what you want it to be, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 1.5, 2 would be ideal.
Okay, so... Actually, it is probably... Yeah, 1.5. 1.5, actually. So...
Great invention, that. And a lot of fucking mechanics didn't even know about it for years.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it if it wasn't for this. I'm gonna try and get a decent shot of that.
It's fucking hard to. Otherwise, before this, you have to put that. You go and measure your crank shaft with the micrometer.
So we're looking at probably 1.5.
I can try to see that.
Yeah.
Maybe hard to
Measure
see.
that. Then you've got to measure the
There you
inside
go.
of the
Beautiful.
inside of the con rod.
Yeah.
And then you go and get your micrometer and put that over there, wind it down and see how much you've got.
Around there.
And it's so easy to make a mistake, like with a measurement. When you're getting down to 1.5 thou, there's fuck all come and go, you know.
Yeah.
But this here gives you a really
Fucking
accurate bloody.
Makes
So
you
you
feel
can
fucking
you can see how little clearance is in there. If you think
We're good. Well, Toyota and Hino are connected, eh?
Yeah, but they're
Different division.
different motor, man.
It's the truck division of Toyota, really. That's what I thought.
And
Hino, I don't know. Click, click. Oh, I better undo that one. So we want 22.5 foot-pounds or 30 Newton meters plus quarter of a turn.
they're much better torque wrenches, that one guy.
Ah, that's the only one I like.
I don't like these other ones I got.
Nah. Nuh-uh.
Always had these.
Mm. Made in Australia, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Warren and Brown.
You told me bought this tray to go on another truck, and then I don't know what happened with that truck. Fucking thing with sparklers on. So, and you bought brand new tyres. So I got the tyres off them, and then I bought this tray off them. It was brand new, never been.
I remember the fucking tray sitting here.
And then old Frankie fitted it up for me. He said, put all these bolts in.
Where'd you get the fucking high end from?
Tommy saw it advertised in Brisbane, and the guy had a carpentry store where he'd go and rip stuff out and take it back and do it. And then they sold it. So he saw it there for sale. And what have I bought for? I think you want a $1,500, got it for $1,000.
What's that, the tray?
No, the higher.
Oh.
And then he just had no power take off on the gearbox. So
Alright.
I got a new pump, and all these hoses, had to put all those hoses in. But it works pretty good.
The high ebb?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the fucking work on it. And you picked it up for $1,000.
Yeah.
Fucking movie.
Yeah, I know, like, yeah.
You couldn't buy one of the fucking Rams for that.
And then I got the guy to come and put new hoses on here. The guy that goes around and does it. I've got a price for NZ. Oh, fuck.
They go by name.
Yeah. If it feels like too tight, just go to it. It's a long bar.
It's within spec. It's plus or minus 5 degrees, wasn't it? 90 degrees plus or minus 5 degrees.
Let's go the minus.
And
You get the feel.
yeah, no, it was like 1 degree under. I was just trying to get at that last bit. Bloody young man's game, this shit. Fucking hell.
You would let me under there.
I reckon you probably have more strength than me, bro. You gotta make the noises though, eh?
It makes the fucking all the difference.
Like a noise like grass, hey?
Yeah, you do. Same sort of fucking noise. I was telling fucking guy fuck yesterday, Dennis.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of fucking. He's saying about fucking young men. I said between about fucking 50 and 60 people who can't get the street, no matter what you do, it just goes. It just fucking disappears. And then between 60 and 70, the other fucking
Yeah.
stuff seems to disappear.
Yeah,
How does that happen?
quarter turn. So we're all good. Gonna put that thing back in, put the pickup in, and we're looking like something.
I can't now lift it something above my head.
That's what I mean.
Getting up.
And he's done that, and he said, can you see here, and please text me an email address, and you sent that, so you should have sent it here. Save here, just go to info. Because these are the Thursday, and it'll info.
I know it's short.
Okay. Okay. Pass me a bolt, please, mate. Just one at a time. Finnegan, could you pass me those brackety things, please? Okay, sumps on. Beautiful, beautiful job, mate. Beautiful job. We had to beat the bottom of the sump out to get that level. It was hitting the oil pan. It might have been cause of some oil starvation issues, but we're good to go. It looks better. It looks better than before. Hey guys, we're on the road again. On the road again.
Seeing people that I'll never see again. I'm on the road. We're going to Ely Beach, and we're going to try and get this thing nailed.
Hammer time!
This truck cylinder head. Last time, many times ago, we were going up to put the cylinder head back on. It turned out we found out that the one of the pistons had a little bit of piston slap. We decided to look into that, and we've basically done an in situ engine rebuild. We had to get a piston set, a whole engine rebuild set that came with pistons because one of the pistons had collapsed. We'd got a second hand. It was right at the beginning of COVID. The supply chain was just starting to break down, and tried to get a piston. It was going to be out of Japan. It was going to be a lot of money for one piston that may not have been right. It turns out the engine number of that machine being that engine being a 4D33 isn't quite accurate with the parts inside it. It is a 4D33, but the parts are 4034 and 4035 parts. So the bearings, the big end bearings were bigger than the 4033. They were the same ones you'd have in a 4034, which normally has a turbo, or a 4035. The pistons that you would have in a 4034 are the same as a 4033, but we had 4035 pistons on, which are actually bigger. I think instead of 108 millimeters, they're 110, if memory serves. And slightly different looking pistons. Anyway, we did find an engine rebuild kit. We couldn't find anything in Australia. Even the local Mitsubishi dealer, we couldn't actually get much from them because their system back then at the time didn't integrate with the VIN number of the serial or chassis number of the machine. Now they've got a new system where it actually will tell you everything that's in that truck when it was built, no matter where it was built in the world. So that's cool, because I just had to go and get a little bypass tube, a little pipe that goes from the cylinder head to maybe the water pump that somehow got lost in the last few years. Yeah, we've got all the bits. We've done an engine rebuild. Last week I went up there and we put all the pistons in, plastic gauged the bearings. That all looks sweet, and we're good to go. We sort of ran out of time. We were missing that bypass pipe, so now we've got to put the cylinder head on after making sure that the pistons don't protrude too far past the top of the cylinders. There's a 0.05 of a millimeter, which is 20 thousandths of an inch. They're allowed to protrude above the top of the cylinder. Otherwise, you need a thicker head gasket. There's 3 head gaskets, and it was right from the beginning. This was quite a confusing situation. You needed to have the right cylinder head gasket, depending on that protrusion from the piston protrusion from the top of the cylinder. The aftermarket kit, the engine rebuild kit that I bought out of UAE, I think, was actually it was very well priced. It was a full engine rebuild kit except for bearings, and it was quite hard to get the big end bearings. We had to get them directly from Mitsubishi, and had to work a little bit hard to get the right ones. The wrong ones came in initially, but we've put a new set of big ends in, and the balls were all good. So, all going well as long as we know what was causing the issues for that piston to slap. What we did notice last week, right at the end of last week, one of the things that took ages, apart from getting those oiler, those squirters back in position, was the engine sump had been beaten up at the bottom. I'd done a bit of work, as you would have seen, fixing up the sump. Had a crack. I realised that the sump's actually formed with 2 layers of metal. Didn't know that. So I've done a JB weld part on the inside there. That should be all right, hopefully. And what we did notice is that where the oil pickup was, it it was stopping the sump going back on. And when we pulled the sump off, it didn't have a sump gasket, that extra thickness of a cork sump gasket. So I don't know how it could have even gone on at all, because it really needed the base of it really needed to be beaten back down 1/4 of an inch so that it didn't hit on the oil pickup. So it might have been causing some starvation issues. I don't know. Quite keen to see how she's going to go. We're not going to be starting it today, I don't think. I just want to get the cylinder head on. I've only got so much time to get the cylinder head on. Maybe the rockers, maybe the valve clearances set, and Baz should be fine from there on. You know, trying to find all the bits and pieces for the injector lines and all that sort of thing, making sure that nothing has either seized up or dried up or diesel gone off or anything like that over the last, it's probably 4 years that this truck has had the cylinder head off. And we're just getting back into now the sealing it up stage. So I think what we're going to be doing is giving it a start up, maybe next weekend or something like that. Give it a start up and see if she runs nice, all that sort of thing, and then pretty much giving her an oil change straight away, so just to flush out anything that might be in there anyway. Which is coming up on the town now, one of them, and we're going to hit this
Hammer time.
So yep, thanks for watching.
Okay, here we are. So we're trying to, with all the mosquitoes around, we're trying to ascertain if the piston is not coming up past, we need it to be 20 thousandths of an inch, so 0.05 of a millimeter. So let's see if we can do that here. So that's the marker of the height of this. Okay, so I'm going to slide that across.
That poor old bloody guy flies top of his head, too.
Yeah, no, we're right, mate.
CRC or something.
Dog wash, he had some stuff the other day he made up himself.
Okay, so that'll be the
Dettol, isn't it? Dettol?
Oh yeah, with baby oil or something.
Some baby oil and citronella oil.
okay, so that's
So I've got all the things for Carol, but she hasn't made it up yet.
okay, so that is,
So that's sneaky.
so we look like we're there, that topped out around about the 70, that looks like about 22. Let me do that again.
It's fucking sneaky, Baz.
Yeah.
This little cocksucker thing.
He ain't fucking around.
Okay, so that's around about, once we get to the, we're just over there, so
Somewhere else along the line somewhere.
so it hits 70, so we're actually about 22 thousandths of an inch.
So it said 22 now.
Let me just,
I can see it. I was get away at 22.
that's actually a little bit more now, that's probably about 24. We'll try again with this one over here. That's on the mark. From there up just under the 70, so I reckon that one there.
Can you set it half on the edge of that lip? Half on the edge of the lips, and then just bring the piston up?
Well, the thing is, the button thing on the end is curved, bro. It's not flat.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it won't work.
You need a little penny or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. This is alright.
That's fucking fuck Baz.
He's going old school on us. I'll just do that one again.
Fucking the other day to me, something about a sixpence. What the fuck she was talking about?
Okay, so I'm going to put that across to there. So that looks like that should be the top, and then we're going past just under, it'll be 19. So that one's alright.
Yeah.
Happy with that. I'd say they're all going to be fairly well the same, but now that we know, about there's that, and we want to be, yeah, that's right on 20. We'll do one more around here.
Yeah, the big mosquitoes today, too. Like little baby fucking helicopters.
The mosquito air, which you could easily argue is going to be the absolute smallest helicopter you can get.
Baby helicopter. Come on. Okay. Little baby helicopters. How about there, through to, what are we, that's at 32 or something, 50. So
20.5.
So that's what I was talking about, Finn, that look in the photos of like, I can bend the world to whatever I want it to be.
And he still fucking thinks
It's, no, it doesn't matter if these are out, I'll say it's not, and it will be true.
Yeah.
That's a power.
You know you a sport little bastard.
That made me laugh that time. You know, I was telling him with packs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take
22 or something.
And I went and the girl said, no, Barry, you can't. He's just come back. His blood pressure's 40 pounds. You can't take him anywhere, you know. You can have a beer and go and have a beer with him inside there if you want. I come back and I said, the girl on the pack said, I can't take you down. He used to call me boy. He says, boy. Boy, he said, when did anyone in your life ever tell you what to do?
Yep. He knew. He knew.
You too.
I believe that. I'm not like that, am I?
Sorry, Liz.
No, at some stage you should know. Okay, so that's right on 30, right up to 50. Yeah. So 20 there. We're going to say it's all right. Okay, Brosy. This is...
What have we got, guys?
Yeah, I'd say we're all got 20.
20,000.
Like, it might be 22, but
Close enough.
I think we're so good
Yeah.
that even Barry Gibson would say it was okay.
Okay.
Even Barry Gibson. Now, Finnegan, I wanted to ask you a question. You told me something the other day, last weekend.
Yeah.
You said that you'd read somewhere or you'd seen somewhere that Ngāi Tahu and Ngāti Porou had come over to Australia.
I don't know if it was fucking... I think it was Ngāi Tahu, but
Yep.
there were definitely advisors
Yeah.
come over from New Zealand from the tribes.
Yeah. Where did you see that or hear that? I just want to look
I'm
it up
trying to
myself.
remember my name and fucking you asked me directly.
Yeah, hard questions today, right? Hard questions.
I can actually see a photo, but that could have been fucking
Some online. Do you watch online? Do you
Could have
listen
been online.
online news? Is it
online news. I watch mostly online news, mate. So I'd guess it's that.
What is it? Courier Mail? What's your drug of choice?
No, I just use Microsoft fucking thing and I
Bing.
just pick and choose my bloody
Oh yeah.
whatever they are.
You said, Brosy, that the new Prime Minister's throwing out that waterway ship.
Yeah, they have. She has. Oh, he has. He, as of yesterday or the day, no, what day are we today? As of Friday, he's made the move to fucking absolutely fucking cancel the lot.
Really?
Yeah. Which much that, you know, because that's her fucking, that's her going to be her legacy.
But is that the Greenies or the Maoris want that?
Maoris are the ones who benefit totally from it.
Right.
The other Mahusha fucking family.
Is it? Where are they? Where are they from? Naitohu?
Fuck, mate, I'll get
Where are they from? Christchurch?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. She's the
Okay, so here's the thing. This conversation's just getting a little bit slightly too political for for this video about truck engines and about never giving up, or whatever else this video is going to turn into. I don't know, but what I want to say is there's some cool conversations in here, and I'm gonna release them almost uncut. I've got to take out the I've got to protect the innocent a little bit in some of those things, some of the comments, but I'm going to release them as a podcast. And you know, it's going to be shed talk, just the boys. We'll see.
Anybody want any ginger ale?
We're just talking about gingers. Give me that. Yeah, that looks about right. Ah!
Heavy.
Yeah.
Only would never, that copper gasket stuff, I never heard of it.
no.
Never used it. No.
You had the original one, bro.
The guy watched that, he said, oh, that's good shit, this is good shit, you know.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, where's, can I take your push rods?
Yep. I was just going to clean them first, Rosie.
I'll clean them all.
Yeah, but they've been sitting a week. So.
Yeah, no, but I'll wipe them over here.
Okay. He said he's going to wipe them, Fred. We'll have to just take them at his word. So we've got 5 longer ones, you were saying, Baz. That's what
There are 5 longer ones.
that matches up with this.
And we've got to make sure they go onto the rockers.
Yep. Like, back in the day, Baz, just in case you didn't know, there's these things called the rockers and the mods. Now, which one were you?
The rockers and the mob. I just belong to a motorbike fucking gang, fucking scruffy lot of cunts there.
What?
Every cunt used to park their motorbike down on the fucking corner. This guy had this old Triumph, and they were cunts for leaking oil. Fucking no, AJS, that's right, he had.
Oh, AJ.
And this mate of mine come up and he said, bro, he said, the guy had just done the whole motor up. He said, if I was you, he said, I wouldn't drive that fucking thing home. I wouldn't drive that cunt home. I'd leave it where it fucking is. And he said, why not? He said, well, it hasn't got any fucking oil in it. He said, how can you tell? He said, well, there's none leaking on the ground.
So we missed out putting the cylinder head on, but okay, so just wind them all down finger tight. Now we've got to find this here. Tighten the bolts to half the spec. Bolts also fastening the rocker arm and bracket assembly. Are we going to be able to get to
those bolts?
The ones in between here? We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just...
Yeah, that's what you were looking at before. That's where we.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, ran wrong way. Hooah! Okay. That one.
Watch out.
That one's done. Yeah, give him a turn. Everyone gets a turn. Everyone gets a turn. Okay, get them all in here.
There's two. It was 2 of these with collars on.
2 of them with a
Yeah.
What's the name? Okay, so you want to pass me those long ones there, right?
Okay, righty.
And is there like a? Is there like a? No. Hang on. A small 1/2 inch ratchet I can use.
1/2 inch.
Ratchet.
1/2 inch. 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch drive.
1/2 inch drive. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Making sure that those are all It'll line up with these. I've got all the pistons halfway down so that if the valve clearances are wrong, they're not going to hit. You hear that, Rosie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is ratchet.
Ratchet. Whoa! As well. I just want to get those two located ones in first. Just make sure that all these stay in the thing there as I'm tightening anything up, mate. So that one has gone down into its location thing, hasn't it, Baz?
Yeah, I think you can see, you'll be able to see. Yeah.
Just want to make sure this one does go in as well.
You going in? Locating? Yeah.
Can you look as well? So, just in here. Where's that torch thing? Oh, it's there, right behind you. Behind you. Yeah. She's good. Some of those valves going down, are they, bud? You'd expect to see that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
These are all lined up, 100%. Yeah. And they were all equal length push rods?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think they'll be different. Yeah, that's funny. That should be
Just grab that book, because I think there was something about the push rods. You had to make sure something was in. It saved us a few times so far, the book. Making sure.
Yeah, there should be some weight on these. Should be already.
Does it look like we've wound any off?
No, that's funny. That should be taken up.
There was something about the.
So when you get that end one up, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
but it should be starting to push a couple of them down by now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Rocker bushing. Okay. Where do we have? Oh, we gotta have those caps, bro.
Oh, the rotator cup. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is, mate.
Where'd you hide them? There's always something. Just to hold us up a little bit, you know. That's what happens when you haven't pulled something. No, you pulled something apart 5 years ago, and then you go to put it back together. There's a lot to remember. A lot to remember.
Maybe you shouldn't have waited 5 years.
Oh,
Did you ever think of that?
That's when you've got the affliction of the bright and shiny, and you start talking about bright blue shear.
What's that, mate?
Good about oil on there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. A little bit oily. A little bit rusty.
Oh, I think I gave them a...
Oh, those are those fucking things that you found in the box.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we've lost and never found. This is like, I think you probably should call this truck Amazing Grace.
Amazing.
It was lost and now it was found.
Amazing Grace.
One time. Oh yeah, that's probably the best one for it. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough, bro.
Yeah, we want a bit of emery paper.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit just on the back corner of the truck there, just right there.
Whereabouts, right?
Just right there. Just poke that thing back in. Just right in the corner of the truck, right there somewhere.
Yeah.
Tiny piece. Yeah.
Come on here.
Jesus.
He ain't fucking around.
Give that one a go. I'll do the inside of that one.
These have been lost a couple of times.
Yes, they have.
And the fly found them
That was amazing.
on his last mission, because he's never going to give up.
But you wouldn't be able to buy them, would you?
Oh, you would, but
There's a lot of fucking around.
You know what these are for, son?
Yeah, it just rotates the fucking the bloody valve.
Yeah, look. See, it's actually, this presses down on those two collets.
Yeah.
And when it's pressing on the collet, it's not pressing on the valve.
Yeah, so you can
So it
actually.
lets the valve turn. Whether it works or not, we don't know. We're not in there to see.
No, fuck it.
We're not in there to see, mate.
that's none of our business. So 150 newton meters, so we do 75 for a start. 75 newton meters.
Yep.
Yeah, just don't want to make any shit in there.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So you're making a little
Yeah.
protectorate. Good idea. Good idea, baby. Oh, petrol away.
Now, I'm on your way here.
I've got to get in there in a minute. But 75 newton meters for a start. Newton meters. 75 of them. Newton, no, you got to name a few things.
Yeah.
When we've had all that knowledge passed to us, why do we still make total fuck ups when we do things like?
He ain't fucking around.
There's a lot of fucking fuck ups when guys build roads and things like that. They just.
Okay. Okay, Finnegan, let me have a look at the order. Oh yeah, oh that'll be cool. Yeah. So it is like that. So one. So I'm here. Is it that one or that one? That one. Where is it? One. That 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 one. Okay.
Yeah, there is.
I don't know, bro. Feel like I haven't got any anymore. Oh.
Wait until you're fucking 65, mate. It fucking goes down even less. I don't know if I remember it was overnight, was it, Bez?
Hey?
Did you lose the other half of your fucking strength at about fucking the day you turned 65? Just that one there, mate.
One more. He's still fucking got it, the bastard. That's what every time I shake his hand, I go, fucking bastard, you've still got all your strength, you cunt. How?
Oh, he goes and has a lie down afterwards, though, mate.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. Fucking.
Yeah, I'll go
Fucking,
easy.
he just goes around fucking squashing people's hands.
I'll
Yeah.
go easy on people now.
Do you?
Yeah.
You have to.
Hell. Why didn't you fucking go easy on me then?
I'll go easy on
I
you, boy.
don't think. Oh,
You're
shit.
not even.
Now he's just making me feel bad.
You're not even. I do without. I take it up to without doing the extra quarter turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Came in, he was doing up his own car at home, and then he brought it round to the fucking workshop, was rattling like fuck. I said, have you set the tablets, mate? Yeah, I fucking did them, bro. And I said, what did you set them to? I said, I meant to be 20. Oh, I said, don't give me that foul shit, bro. He said, I did them with a bread knife. Don't give me that foul shit, bro.
Don't give me that foul shit, bro.
Did them with a bread knife. Fucking bread knife.
Well, there are some old-fashioned bread knives that were pretty close to that. those yellow handled ones, you know, bone handled ones.
Fuck, we used to get some last. That was round the garage for the next fucking year.
You can't even bullshit without telling a lie. Fuck. They don't mind getting caught out on it, though.
No, the fucking
I think they'd almost like it.
Lying.
Yeah, I think they do.
I think they almost like it. So like, oh, okay, because if they can't
you win that one, bro. You win that one.
If they can't respect you for being cunning at all, they're thinking, oh, if you were to come over here to take this country over, we would have eaten you all. Oh, you go, ha ha ha. Because otherwise they feel bad that they gave up the country for these dumb cunts. They just believed everything they said. I mean, that's what they got now over there, but...
The old English thought they weren't the fucking easiest cunt to subdue, though.
No.
What do you reckon it was? Pig-headed determination, or...?
No, they're a bit like the fucking Indian, you know, you know how these silly fucking Poms that when they go into battle, they all got the drums and they all walk and cunts are fucking blown to bits, but they keep fucking walking straight into the fucking fire.
That was a dumbass thing. That was just...
Old Indian, he come up behind you and fucking throw a fucking bloody flaming arrow and then fuck off again and come back later, you know. They reckon all that wasn't...
That's not being cricket, mate. That's not fucking playing cricket. I got a mate in Western Australia, guy fly that you'd like.
Yeah.
He's not all that happy about this voice thing. And he's been saying, what do I do? I said, well, don't worry about it, mate, bro. You're fucking...
Who's been saying?
This is a mate I've got over in...
Yeah.
I said, don't worry about it. Don't fucking, who cares? Fucking it won't affect us, fellas. And he said, but it'll affect my fucking kids and my fucking grandkids. So I said, well, you don't really worry too much. They're pretty fucking tough. But this guy, he said to me, he said, he saw that thing. I don't know if you sent it me, guy. Some old Pauline Hanson asking somebody in the ABC if what constitutes an Aboriginal. And this woman's fucking going round and round in circles, not wanting to answer. She's in the end. This woman said, "I don't understand the question." So Pauline Hanson said to her, "Well, I'll put it this way: if I came to you for a job that says only reserved for Aborigines, which is on a racist basis, would you give me the job?" And she said, "Well, I'd have to ask you if if you're an Aborigine." And Pauline Hanson said, "And if I said yes, what would happen?" And this woman said, "Well, that would be you just get the job." So Pauline Hanson said, "Well, fucking anyone can fucking say they're an Aborigine." So this guy saw it from Western Australia. What again, not in the fucking normal media, mate. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, it's easy. I'll just fucking put all my kids and my fucking grandkids, I'll just register them as Aborigine."
We need your help. Who's we? The Aboriginal race. The fastest growing race in the world. Huh? Look at the last census. Wow, a 25% increase. That's way more than the birth rate. Exactly. Everyone's identifying as Aboriginal now. Come on, you've got to help us genuine black fellas out.
I said, well, if everyone did that, that'd fuck the whole system. That's true though, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Did you write down where the valve clearance was here, bro?
Hey?
Did you write down where the valve clearance was?
The valve is 16,000.
No, but I want to read it, bro. Read it.
He's got to double check.
I just had a look this morning.
Yeah, but last time you were millimetres instead of thous, so I just want to be sure.
No.
Just want to be sure.
It's written up the top.
In You're writing or?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah, my writing, mate.
Start at the beginning.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
It's 16th hour. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but doesn't hurt to check, bro. Because you didn't believe all those people that said done all those things when they come in your garage.
No,
So I'm not going to do the same with you, bro.
Take nothing for granted, mate.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm going to find that page now. I'm going to have to go looking for it.
Yeah, you'll be fucking stolen as you like, bro. No problem.
Yeah. But do you know where the page is? So it saves me some time.
In the book.
If I told you where the page was, you would doubt me. Yeah.
Well, I probably would. I'd look everywhere else first.
Yeah.
So there's probably no point asking. I think this one's going to be difficult. I think this one's going to be fucking difficult.
Well, don't show me, I'll find it my fucking self.
Yeah, no, don't tell me, because you won't want to. Oh, I don't know.
It's coming around.
Yeah.
It's a nice little page up the top on your right hand side. Up the
Is
top.
that?
Is it written in?
A little more. Come on, a little more.
One more. I like, you act like you know the bloody book.
Yeah.
That's how it all works, Finn. Picture there.
Yep.
Picture there. Cylinder head gasket, 4D34. Oh, see, that's the fucking one, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This one I was telling you about, this water detector. We have to make sure that the water detector is attached to the bottom surface of the cylinder head. This is the bit I told you to read.
What do we have to do to it?
Well, we've got to make sure it's in there and fucking pointing the right way.
A water detector.
This thing here, this coolant flow thing, in here. It's alright, it's not in there, so it's just lost.
It's alright.
I won't worry about it. I knew it was in there somewhere. You've got to read the book to be able to do it. Alright. There's this little flow thing here, some water director attached to the bottom surface of the cylinder head, used to direct the flow of the coolant.
You've got to go in first, is it? Or go in now?
Oh, it's too late, the head's on.
No, but it looks like it goes in the top.
No. That's the bottom. There you go.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a fucking electronic thing? Was it?
No, it's a little wee metal thing that sits in there and must make the flow go one way, but I think if we went looking for it, it'd be lost as well, but I haven't seen it.
I've never seen anything like that.
I don't know.
Does it look like the head's
Well, we
come
didn't
off
really know
before?
what we did when we pulled it off, so it could have got lost then, but I don't know that it... You reckon the head's ever been off, this one?
Oh, how would we know?
Valve clearance, you've written that there.
16th hour.
Valve clearance when cold, 0.4.
What's it say valve clearance is there?
0.4. Doesn't really say. I think we have to assume. Maybe it says everything at the beginning there. It says everything's in millimeters.
I've written it down.
And I see you written it down, but it doesn't say millimeters or anything there. But it must be millimeters. So yeah. And what does it say? What's the pattern it says? If number 1 or 4 at TDC, measure the valve clearance. We might do it that way.
Easiest way. Get that one closing. That one
Yeah,
open.
that's the way I always do it. But
Yeah.
but it means you've got to move it a few times. Whereas this way here, you can do it in 2 lots. You probably don't get away with that on cars so much because the cams are a bit lumpy, you know. But
I do it my way.
yeah. So top dead center, rotate it so that the pointer aligned with the 0 mark is next to the one, next to the. So that must be down here. Where you got that torch here, please, mate? Let's see if I can see.
I just do exhaust closing and opening. Do that one, and then and just go in sequence.
Yeah, I normally do that way unless the book says a different way. But sometimes, say on a 6-cylinder, you can get everything done in
Yeah, most
2
of the
goes.
time.
So you don't have to keep turning it all the time.
Oh, I'd rather do it 4.
Yeah, I know.
In 2 goes, you're not going to be on the back of the cam.
Yeah, I get you. And I agree with that. And if
You're not going to be right on the back of the cam. It's Maori fucking way.
yeah, that's how the people that fucking made it, right? The fucking
no,
people made it. You know more than them. You would have been a hard fucking apprentice, mate.
Well,
you would have been telling those cunts.
That's what he
Jesus,
said to me.
there's bolts. There's fucking 516 bolts about to fucking break. You know more than the fucking Ford Motor Company.
He told me
Oh,
that.
fuck.
He told
You've
me-
got a reputation for this sort of shit, haven't you?
told me-
You have
he
got a
told-
reputation.
he told me
Fuck. You're not going to change, are you? I'll do it your way. I'll do it your way because you're not going to change. You're not going to fucking
He said,
change.
You know more than fucking Henry Ford. For fuck's sake.
He's not going to change, Finn. I think it's just going to be easy. Easiest way is just to do it.
Now, he wants to do the easy way, like when you only got to turn the motor once or twice. But they're not on the back of the cam then. It's
Not quite. Well, they're not always.
it's a bit
Depends on
narrow.
how the cam is ground.
Yeah, but
On a
anyway,
diesel like this, it probably won't matter. They'll be all on the back of the thing. But yeah.
So
But
we get
What about in the V8? You have to fucking...
well, if they've got a lumpy cam,
Yeah.
you really want to be doing it his way every time, and I
All
would
the time.
too. And most cars, I probably would do it that
Yeah,
way
yeah.
too, because the cams can be quite.
Yeah,
They don't, they can start their ramping up
yeah.
quite early on, so.
if you had done it my way, it would have been finished by.
He's actually fucking worn out from doing that bloody...
He's
tightening
worn me
these
down,
nuts.
He's just fucking worn me down.
Okay,
But
we'll
these tightening these things would have
Alright.
fucking worn me
So
down.
we're
mate.
coming up, right? So you keep an eye out. You
Yeah.
be part of the fucking gang here, Brez.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to be coming up now. There's going to be some big gaps, potentially. So, so we might not just be looking at the bells going down. You might have to look at the rockers. But we're coming up on number 1.
So
coming up.
This is inlet here, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So those 2 are inlets. Those 2 are inlets there. Yep. Hang on. No, these are inlets. These are all in. So that's inlet.
Inlets will be.
Hang on. Exhaust is on that end. Yeah.
Exhaust. So it's every second one. So that's inlet, exhaust, inlet,
Yeah.
exhaust, inlet, exhaust, inlet, exhaust. Okay, so we're coming up.
Turn this round and we get the.
What I'm saying, we're coming up on number 1 now, or 4. So you keep an eye on number 1 and 4 and see which one's rocking. I think we might be going to be at number 1 rocking, I think. You looking here.
What's that one?
This is number 1.
But is that exhaust or what?
Exhaust.
Yeah. Exhaust closing and this will just be starting to open. Yeah, okay.
So that we're doing this one.
Do those 2.
Yep. So he came round in the end.
Just fucking wear him down, mate.
Fuck
Wear
it
him
up.
down.
Came round. I'm doing it fucking my way.
Yeah, to think about that for a while, he thought, hang on, if they done some reverse psychology on me,
my way.
Hang on, what's this fucking reverse psychology thing? They might have done that.
This back valve had been bent at some stage. I'd had a ton of a job with it.
Did you get a new one, or?
No, I oh, did I get a new one? I can't remember.
Or did Sid get something for you, or did he straighten it?
I went down and Sid refaced it for me, yeah.
Oh, right.
I'd come up on
But
it.
didn't he straighten it as well, or something?
Might have done, yeah, I think he did. Something like that.
So long ago now, who would know?
Old Sid, his wife died the other day. And,
Oh.
I saw him yesterday and I said, are you going all right, boy? No, man, he said, I'm taking a lot of getting over it, much more than I thought.
Oh, Vellerman?
You probably know Sid, that mechanic fellow. He's
Looks like a long-haired wizard.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know you
big
go.
beard.
Yeah, I've got him.
Very good mechanic, he's very good mechanic. Good on boats and all that, you know. And he's a good fisher too.
Was he? Where does he go? Reef Gateway, or?
Oh, he used to drink at Sorrento's, you know, all those years.
Oh, those fellas.
And then that was where they all hang out, all those.
Yeah, I remember, yeah. Used to be the Able Bar, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Before that.
Abel's, yeah. I just bought Schooner French, I think I told you, and then I was doing
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
the bearings and drive shaft, big long drive shaft it had on there, the bearings. And I knew when I went out on it, there was some fucking noise anyway. I was doing these bearings. And I was taking these bearings off, and old Sid came along, and I'd never met him. And he introduced himself, and I said, "What are you doing?" And I said, he said, "You're gonna need the fucking gas torch to get those fucking things off." I said, "Yeah, I don't know, but I'll." He said, "Look here," and he chucked me his keys. He'd only met me for about 5 minutes. He said, "My workshop is up where it still is now." He said, "You go in there," he said, "the acetylene plant's in there." He said, "You're going to need this to bring it down to get those off." He said, and he said, you just take it back when you finish. And he said, "I'm usually up at the bar in the morning." He said, "Just drop the keys up to the pub there." So I went and got it, did the job, and I took the keys back up, and he was with all his mates on this big long table. They used to call it the table of knowledge.
Yeah.
And they still got the table because they bought it and took it out to Sid's place when the pub, when the guy left the pub,
yeah.
the table of knowledge. And so I went over the bar, and I got a couple of jugs or 3 jugs or something, and I came and put them on the table, and Sid said, "What's that for?" And I said, "For you fellas to drink." And he started laughing. He's got this big fucking raucous fucking laugh. And I said, "What's so fucking funny?" "Well," he said, "there goes another customer." he was meant to go out and do this job. There goes another customer.
Okay, Baz, now, okay, we're going to be 1, 3, 4, 2.
If that's the firing order, you will soon see.
Oh, it's a fair chance it is, eh?
So 1, that's 3.
So 3 should be rocking next. So
Yeah.
these will be rocking next.
What one? Okay, we've done this, have we?
You've done 4, yeah. So
4.
So if 3 will be rocking next.
One. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay,
There we go.
That's right there.
So
Okay.
we should be doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll do it your way, Bez. We'll do it your way.
You do it my way.
Who sings that? Oh, Frankie. He's dead, isn't he? Frankie Sinatra. He was part of the Brat Pack too, wasn't he?
Hey.
He was the fucking.
He was Brat Pack.
Yeah.
Until Baz come along.
They were fucking hard case passes, weren't they?
So old City he's a really nice guy. A lot of stuff I go and borrow off him, and I always take a beer up for him.
Has he still got his shop and all that though? Yeah.
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 He's got everything in that shop. He's pretty organised. Oh, you come down here and get a few fucking tips, but
You're talking about mechanics. That young guy, Jake, from where Harry was.
Yeah.
Did he teach him well? Did he teach Jake well? Did old Harry?
Yeah.
He's quite
I think
good.
He'll be good boy. That. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just
Number 4.
he's a nice boy.
That'll be closing.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah. We've got some compressions. That'll just be opening. Yep.
Okay, Baz. So without just that one there, mate.
Yeah, but dabba do. Must have some compressions.
Yes.
Blew it out.
I can blow it off, bro. Okay, I'll go slower next time. So this should be number 1 we're doing,
Yep. Right here.
Do you concur?
Do you concur?
You got 'em, boy.
Concur. Oh, I saw some. I'm looking up something. I'm gonna try and make a video about climate change. So Finn, you reckon you've got some information on climate change?
I can give you a fucking bit off. I've got something
I
way
wanna,
back, mate.
I'll come and if you
Yeah.
get it together one
Yeah,
time and go
yeah,
through it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't mind coming like doing a little interview on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Just I've got a few questions to ask, and if we could pull out some information while we're there, you know, like okay, we'll pull it out later, because what I want to see, I've gone and got these old Selwyn Toogood shows about New Zealand.
You remember Selwyn Toogood?
He's 1963 and all that, and he's going all around the place. In New Zealand show, and one of the things they were talking about was Gisborne, how it's all cut off, you know, and they're just getting some roads in, just now getting some roads in. So I don't know, you know, talking about the Waiwaka Gorge and that was 63 or something like that, 64.
Mountain ranges and deep gorges once isolated the city and port of Gisborne from the rest of the North Island. And here in the Waiwaka Gorge, the main route in from Auckland, roading has cost up to £2 an inch. And it's only in the last couple of years that motorists have had an all-weather highway in from the west. New roads to the south and better rail and air services are breaking down the isolation of Gisborne City and the farmland which supports it. We went to Gisborne to find out what plans and hopes people in the area have for the future.
And then they had the mayor of Gisborne on talking. They had Mr. Waddy was on talking, and talking about, you know, what all the problems with Gisborne and what the future will be and all that sort of thing, and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of it was because it's cut off, you know. And so before that, they didn't have any roads because they kept on getting washed away every time all these things come down the river and washed all the bridges out. You know, they had that all the time.
Yeah.
And I've got people and I've got all these videos from like the 80s. Cyclone Bowler was on. I've got ones from that, and people talking about, oh, this happens every 10 years.
Yeah.
I've got meteorologists saying happens all the time. But at some stage, they changed the story. They're saying, no, it's climate change.
Yeah.
Now that's why it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But prior to 88, when Bowler happened, they knew it happened all the time.
Yeah, they did.
Same with and so I've got all these people saying that from back then.
Yeah.
And on these old shows and stuff like that, and how the roads would get washed away. But I want to try and nail down a time, in a timeline of whenever it was.
I could almost nail it down for you.
And then who did we think was behind it then, and who do we think was behind it now? Because it might be, you know, what we thought back then, we didn't know anything, but there might be more information now as to who's behind all that shit, why they, you know, and what's all in it for whoever, you know.
Money, mate. Look, mate.
I thought you were just talking as an economy.
Yeah.
So that one's going to be next. So that one's going to be
He's closing.
Back in about the 20s.
Yep.
It was Ice Age coming.
Yep.
That was the story. Back in about the late 30s, it was.
Okay.
We were getting hot. That's what they. So oh fuck, we're going to boil our brains out.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s, there was major concern of Ice Age. Major concern of Ice Age in those days.
Yeah.
That was the whole story. And
is that because of the Flintstones? Do you blame the Flintstones for that?
Probably. And then all of a sudden, and I would guess it's around about 71, 72, 73, somewhere there, the POMs brought out a report. Not out a report, they were seeking to find out what the fuck was going on. And there was a guy by the name of Stern. So he was fucking looking at writing a report.
Yeah.
And there was the House of Lords.
Right.
They got all the fucking scientists and everyone. And they looked at it and they fucking came to the conclusion, and they gave it to the government of the day that that fucking there was nothing to be concerned about. We're coming out of an ice age 11,000 years ago. It should be warming. The the story at the time was that the temperature had risen in the last 150 years since the basically
Industrial
the
Revolution. Yeah, so they're blaming that back then.
Yeah, so they said that it worked it out. Had risen 0.6 degrees, but there was a fucking margin of error of 0.7.
Yeah.
So they couldn't actually fucking say definitively that it was even increasing in temperature, and that's sort of when the United Nations sort of started putting pressure on different outfits. And they said that not to listen to the House of Lords report, which was based on a lot of scientists. You have to listen to this guy Stern.
So they're starting to rewrite history then. Don't listen to this one, but listen to this one.
And Stern was an economist.
Yeah.
You got to remember the major drivers of this thing.
Economies, yeah.
Fucking economist. The guy who actually really set the fucking in motion in Australia, probably 20 years ago. Yeah, it would have been 20. Was a guy by the name of Garneau.
Yeah.
And he was an economist, not a scientist.
Yeah.
So he's the driver.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
But the driver was United Nations, and who was behind the United Nations? You've given me stuff on World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
So that's the history. It went from freezing, we're going to freeze our balls off, to boil our nuts off.
Early 70s.
70s, it was starting to, just getting out of this freezing. Freezing was going to be a real worry, mate. They fucking, because all of a sudden with freezing, we knew that fucking diversity is fucking less with cold, and the cropping is fucking less with cold. You don't produce enough.
Right,
and they were starting to worry then about our population, because it went from about in the mid 60s to about 3 billion. Well, now it's 8 billion.
Right, right.
And so they started to say, fuck, if we fucking have this freezing, and then all of a sudden around about 71, 72, I don't remember exactly where, mate, but it was in there. All of a sudden, global warming. All the glaciers, the first thing they said, all the glaciers are fucking shrinking around the world. New Zealand glaciers were getting bigger, so they just ignored that.
Yeah, yeah.
So they just fucking totally ignored it. So that gives you a little bit of a timeline.
Dig all those out before you put the injectors in, Rosie, blow them out. Although those are the bolt holes probably so they've all been dug in, so it might even run a thread through that, because that'll be a blind hole.
Oh, yeah.
So before you take these out, you give those even maybe a tap. What do you reckon? Put the rocker cover on.
Have we done this one?
What did I just do now?
That one.
Yes. Yeah. So we did. That was the first one we did. We got one was rocking first.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You done them? Yeah. Okay.
We can go around a couple of times.
Yeah. Okay. Just get that one closing. Yeah, okay, just check that one.
Hang on, this is...
Yeah, that's right. No more, that's enough.
Yeah.
Just check that, I think you're right. I think you've done that one.
Yeah, that was the first one I did.
Yeah.
Just getting back at me for making him look up the book twice, you know.
Yeah, I know, he's been fucking... I'll catch him somewhere.
Yeah. It's like, I just shut up and take it.
Just put a big 20 thou in there, mate, if I can say, no, it's good as gold.
I just found any mechanics that I had to talk all the fucking time, they'd forget something.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah.
Bit loose?
It is a bit loose, but...
Won't matter, mate.
What I was going to say is, there's so much shit in those... Well, I cleaned out as much as I could, and the things... It's gonna...
Yeah, we're going to do it again.
Run the engine for 2 minutes and should be all fucking out anyway, but it'll be...
So what do you do them after about... fucking a week's driving, or
as soon as you... I don't think you tighten this head again, will you? I don't
think so.
Like most of these ones, you usually tighten the head down again, but I doubt with these you'd do it. I don't think there'd be a tighten. But when you tighten the head,
you do
you alter the
rocket.
If the head goes down at all, you alter because the head's going down, it alters the tablets. Yeah. But I don't think you'd touch his head again.
Yeah, I'll take that out of the way, Rosie, so you can...
Yeah. I don't think you'd touch it. I don't think you'd do it. Most of those diesels, they go down once and that's it. Whew. But I like this. I like the idea of this copper grease.
New favourite?
No?
New
spray
favourite one?
I never heard of it.
When are you going to fucking do another one of these?
Oh, he probably got his motorbike up there to do. Okay, so do the tablet cover. What are we going to do, bro? This blue thing just goes over the top of the aluminium thing, does it?
Yeah, the aluminium thing goes. I didn't pull that rubber out of there, guy, because I didn't know whether we had one.
Well, we do. Jeez, I wouldn't mind some of these as well, eh?
I thought they might have been in the kit.
Yeah.
We don't know what's in the kit.
Yeah.
There's probably nothing wrong with that seal, but
yeah.
But you had a new one. Whether there's a new one in there or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to put some silicone on it, but to hold the gasket on, but it's not one of those sorts. It's one of these good ones. Oh. Tell you what.
Did they give you one? In the kit?
I want to see if they give us. I want to see if they give us these things, because if they don't,
probably is in the kit.
Tell you what, bro. Tell you what. We'll put this on like it is now. Just sit it on.
Yeah.
I'll get.
Because we got to do the tablets again.
Yeah. I'll get some of those.
Silicon.
I'll get some of these.
Oh yeah.
Some of those.
Oh, they're a bit fucked, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a bit ratchet.
They're not in the kit.
No. But we'll be able to. We'll be able to just put this on.
Yep.
Oh, it's got water coming out of it, bro.
Oh, because we got steam clean. Yeah. All gone now, though.
This is good. Which way do you reckon? Mitsubishi?
Down the back. Hold to the back, I think.
This one to the back? Oh.
I think so. No, other way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Getting it back on me now, but playing games. Alright, that'll stop any bugs getting in and
Yep.
lugs.
And put those rubber things in?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just sitting in though.
You're sort of scared of these bloody little
Bugger.
little bloody
Yeah.
Oh, they're a horrible thing. Little mud nest things.
Jesus, they're a pain in the ass. Do you want that cap as well, mate?
I'll get it. So maybe just nipping that in case we do start it.
Yeah.
I reckon this will be going before I come back then.
He's
I won't
desperate.
have any part of it.
He's desperate, eh?
Oh, he will be. He'll be fucking. I'm so close now. I'm not waiting. He'll say.
Yeah. And you do know that he's getting close to the bloody time that he's going into hospital.
That's what he'll be thinking. That's what he'll be thinking. He's like, oh, I'm not waiting.
I'm not fucking waiting.
I want to make sure this motor goes before I go in.
I might take this to the hospital. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We all good?
We're good, mate. Yeah. We're on the home stretch now. Because it's been so long, I don't want to do a will it run without new batteries. I went and bought some new batteries for Baz the other day, yesterday. Managed to get a good deal at my mate who's got a battery shop, and some that have been sitting on the shelf for a year and got a good price on them. So we've got new fresh batteries to give it a whirl, and we're gonna have a truck going at the end of this. Oh, I'm hoping for some smiling faces. There's something about
an engine that may or may not start, and you get it going, that's a level of happiness you can't fake. You can't fake that. You can't fake that. Yeah, chicks don't understand that stuff. Oh man. So, you're going to lose that with electric vehicles, you know, eh? That sense of happiness getting an engine start. Will it runs will be a thing of the past, you know? Like, who's going to care about an electric vehicle? Will it run? It's going to cost you too much to replace the battery. Don't let me get into that stuff. I won't bring you down like a flat battery. Anyway, I'm out. Today is the greatest. Today is the greatest. Damn all you all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Hey!
You're looking like you're going into the bush, boy.
Oh, I'm a bushwhacker, am I? A bushwhacker.
He said, guy's always on time. I said, I know. I said, I've seen him. I said, if he says he's going to be half-assed and he's a little bit early, I said, he'll sit up the fucking road and just wait.
Yeah. That's how it works.
If you're waiting at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you got to cut that bit out, eh?
Take about 2 seconds, right?
2 seconds later.
Well, I mean, I know where my walker came in on, bro. You know? Where's your walker, bro? Have you got some more of that black paint?
Yeah.
This one here? This one here will do, eh? Yeah. Beautiful! Oh, that one's a bit green. See, it's all corroded.
Yes.
So you really need to do that, something like that.
Practicing.
Not really.
And a lot of guys practice a hell of a lot, mate.
So, and then we got this one.
Practice at home, just dry shooting.
They just broke off in my hand.
Yeah.
Tell you that I don't.
Okay, so we'll have a look at this one.
Everyone said, oh, you shouldn't give her the 357 because it's got quite a boot. And she'll get scared of it, but she didn't because she didn't know any different.
What's 357?
357 bloody
caliber.
Of an inch. Of an inch.
Yeah.
It's not much rounder than a 9mm.
You hear, we need to talk. And said, yeah, and it took me a while to learn that, but there's no talking going on here. They said, what is it? Talking involves yes or no answers, strictly like you've been pulled over by a cop and you've got until you can find out what you've been accused of. And the chick's going, I love it.
Well, yeah.
Well, the other one was, this is quite good. She's got a chick's quite hot. She's got the gym gear and stuff. And she said, God must have had a fucking great time when he designed the vagina, you know, like what a perfect piece of fucking machinery that is, you know. It's got to be beautiful and durable. And the thing is, and then he must be, you imagine him up there in heaven with his clay pot there moulding away there, making this. He said, oh yeah, this is perfect, yeah, this is good. He said, I'll put this little spot in here, it'll be way up the back, and I'll never find it. Yeah. He said, I'll call it the G spot. Yeah. And every time they find it, they'll say my name.
Very good. Brilliant.
He's a comedian.
It's his husband and wife. They got this YouTube, it's the Instagram thing. And
oh yeah, who are they?
But he's playing to this, and she's going. Oh, yeah. She's got really. She's quite. She must be. I mean, she's been with the high case. Yeah. And sometimes she just drops the floor laughing, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it's just watching. It's good watching her fucking facial expressions.
I had to go down to Benson Brothers for a couple of months when I was PNC doing electrical stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy there to teach me doing, funny how you remember things about this guy to teach me doing these terminals.
Yeah.
And they had to tape the bit of tape up with a whole lot of tape so you didn't burn it.
Yeah.
And then you get the terminal and file it out, get the all filed out.
Yeah.
And then you have to tin that to solder. And then you have to tin the wires, and then you put it in and then just fill it up with solder. And you make sure you got plenty of things so you don't burn the just things you remember.
You just remember.
Yeah.
I'm always staggering at what fucking tools you wankers have got.
Yeah.
Fuck me days, the amount of gear.
Do you remember in the old days though, when tools weren't like cheap from China, right?
Yeah.
Like somewhere in the 90s or the 2000s, everything became available, you know?
Yeah, they did.
But in the old days,
You handed down tools.
Or you handed down tools, or you had something and you knew, okay, I've got this and I've got this and I've got this, and you looked after everything. You know, you looked after everything. You showed it a bit of love. You put a bit of oil on it. You know, all that sort of stuff.
Well,
now it's like I can't find one of my 5 of these things. I'll just go down and buy a new one because I haven't got time to look. You know, that's bullshit.
Amazing how much a loose connection can make a difference, eh? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's just not tight enough.
Major, right?
Yeah.
That's a good set. I might have to ride that set. Yeah. We've got a lot of crimps coming up.
Have you? A lot of crimps coming up. Hang on.
Leave them out in the rain.
All right.
You leave them in the rain, bro. I know you're tight.
You should have heard all this noise here when he was putting the head on, mate. Fucking.
Oh, I was acting like a little bitch last week, I tell
He
you.
was a fucking about an 80-year-old.
Oh. And then Baz started trying to tell me what to do, and it's like, what the fuck would he know?
And then I got. And then he finally came around and he said,
"Let's do it your way."
He
Oh.
said, he'd done hundreds and hundreds of motors. He said, and here I am telling him what to do.
Yeah. And you liked it too, didn't you?
Oh,
You
man,
fucking
I tell
liked
you
it.
what, it was like what of that flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, there's 2 of those cables. That one's not quite as big. Alright.
So, mechanic today, would he do electrical course for a couple of weeks down at fucking the guy you just said then?
Benson Brothers, yeah.
Yeah,
Or they just call him an auto man?
I don't know. Maybe I know in England they get fuck all like that. That butcher that I got to know really well. He's going to come over here for holiday. His boy.
That's clean.
His boy wanted to be a mechanic. He wanted him to take over the butcher shop.
Yeah.
And I said, look. I said, don't make him do anything you don't want to do because you'll never be any fucking good at it. You make him be a butcher and you don't want to be a butcher. You're wasting your fucking time. And he said, well, he's gone and he's tried to get an apprenticeship for cars. Can't get in there. Nice boy, like he don't know it.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
The boy, he's quite bright, and he got an apprenticeship, motorbike apprenticeship, but the apprenticeship was motorbike suspensions.
Is that it?
And that's it.
Yeah,
That's what you specialised in. And I said, fuck, if I couldn't learn motorbike suspensions in 3 fucking weeks, I'd be on top of myself, you know.
But you never stop and do that, and then you just transfer and do something else.
But I mean, how limited and boring would that be?
But that's why over here they like Kiwis coming over who are in the trade.
Yeah. Well, when
Kiwi tradesmen can do everything.
When I finished my got my certificate, and all the guys and my mates said they all wanted to go to Australia.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I want to get my A grade certificate. It took 2 more years because I told the old bastard, my old uncle, he was always on me. Got to have your A grade. Got to get the A grade. So I had to get my A grade. So I didn't go to Australia. But when they went to Australia, they said they could go into any fucking place. Where are you from? New Zealand. Fucking start now.
Yeah, start right.
Yeah.
Start now. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same too. Straight out of my apprenticeship. Wasn't even A grade.
Yeah.
And then I heard the supervisor fella telling the boss, who wasn't there very much. He was telling, because they had a couple of 3rd-year apprentices doing all their work. and they didn't really have a mechanic except for the boss who was never there.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you need to train these fellas as well. But I heard them tell him, he got that old Holden out there, and he had the whole fuel tank pulled out in a couple of hours, and it was all back and going. These guys would have been on it for 2 days and fucked it up, like he was telling. It was just that was just what he thought.
Nick said in the panel beating game too, it was the same. He said, "Fucking, he couldn't believe how useless and lazy they were."
Yeah.
And Niggs was fucking sought after like fuck, fucking work.
Let's just try and start this truck. Let's just wind things up. Let me take this little interlude to just talk about the some of the stuff we talk about in the shed. Not meant to offend anyone. I don't wish to offend anyone, but I think some people might want to listen to some of these. I'm going to release them as a podcast, as I said. Come back and have a look in the description, and there'll be a link at some stage. There'll be a link to say what we're going to do with those podcasts. I'm not sure if they're going to be on this channel, or I might make a separate podcast channel. Just throwing stuff up there, and as long as it's interesting. I don't know. You'll let me know. Right. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We're getting to it now. Righto. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Cookie!
Where'd they come from, brother?
Oh, this is a Happy Christmas one. Hey? My mate's got a battery shop. I said, what's the best deal you can do on some batteries for this sort of thing? And he had these ones sitting on the shelf for a year, so... No, give me those, because the right size ones would have cost $40 more. I was like, no, these are big, and these are bigger. Yeah, no.
Battery sitting in there nicely.
Jeez, if you're buying a new truck and you saw all this stuff, mate, fucking all looking sweet.
You wouldn't question anything, would you?
You wouldn't look at anything else. You'd say, fuck, this has been looked after.
We fooled them, Baz! We fooled them! Couple of things on here. Do we know what's going to happen?
Put it on, see what happens, Ron. I don't think.
Are we out of gear?
Is it out of gear? Fucking hell, man.
She's not going to start by herself.
Put the keys on.
Yeah. Just, Finn, that door opens on that side quite easy.
Yeah,
Can you just check it's out of gear, bro? I'll put it on there. Yeah.
Keys off.
I think I'll let all the injectors go, and then we can wind some up through the injectors. And if there's any shit in there, it's not going to go into the injector. You know what I mean, bro?
I was gonna say to take the leave the pipe off a little bit or something like that, and
I'll take the pipes off the top now. And
hey Chris, so while you're there, mate, just turn the key onto the on position and see if anything actually happens. See if anything lights up in the dash and all that.
Yep,
You got lights?
got them?
Off now.
Hey?
Yeah, they're all good.
Is there anything to stop it giving it one flick? Just one quick flick to see if the starter motor goes?
Just one click.
One real quick flick just to see if the starter motor even goes?
Oh, I think, Chris, it's got a button in it for... I think it's got a button. The key goes on and then there's a button for the starter.
Is there a button in there, Chris?
Oh, yeah,
Whoop. Okay.
oh, fuck, almost started.
Alright.
Almost started.
Okay. Hang on, let me do one more thing.
Yeah.
How about this? Look, let me give you some tips. Right? This is what you're supposed to do. The battery terminals. You put this on and
Not
it's
yet, yeah.
Right.
Not 5 o'clock yet.
Hey. I knew all about that before I was fucking doing battery.
Oh, did you? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is that Vaseline and a bit of persistence, you can fucking feel the fucking Lee's ass over a Vegemite jar.
Oh, gee. Jill next door used to supply her own Vaseline. My mother came in the bedroom and this little girl next door was left fucking bed with me. Sandra Bill.
Oh, yeah.
And my godmother was, and I remember mother saying, I'm going to tell your godmother about this. not my mother.
No.
My mother's going to tell my godmother. Yeah.
Oh dear, Barry Gibson.
What are you doing? I said, oh, just
They one time, Mum come home from church, and I was in bed with the boarder. Yeah. And she said, "What are you doing?" I would just have the colour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just doctors and nurses, I told her we were doing. I was going doctors and nurses.
So those are all loose?
Yeah, just loose.
And full of water. Is good?
Not leaking anyway. It needs another bolt in that thermostat housing.
Yeah, in the front there somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're good. There's nothing on there.
So we're
Chris, can you just hit the accelerator? Because there's a couple of little linkages that look a bit funky there. Just see if we can just see what it does. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's all good. Where's the mark? Where's the mark? You wipe that on there, bro? Or hang on. What does it say the mark is before you?
That's top there.
Oh yeah.
Full there.
Right. Yeah, perfect, mate. She's a little bit over.
That breather coming out of the...
Yeah, he goes on to another cover on top of that.
Oh, you had blue one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we got oil, we got water, we got fuel. We just need air to go in. You've got that's all clear.
Hang on.
What's all that? Is that an air filter air thing?
Yeah, I better put that on. It goes onto there, you see.
Was this all clear?
I've had it covered. Give it a blow. Give it a push, see what happens, right?
We're gonna run some fuel out of this, Chris, out of the injectors here, so we'll see a little bit coming out. Have you got the key on?
It's not coming up, is it?
Well, hang on. Is there a pull stopper thing? Yeah, I think there is.
Yeah.
Is that pull stop thing pulled, or
I think it's right back, mate.
Okay.
I think it's right back, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, there's stop. Can you see where the pull stop, like a choke cable type of thing, Chris? Or see, we're not getting any. Are these all undone?
I've undone them. Yeah.
Oh, not hand loose though. Right.
See, we don't know if we've got any up to here yet, do we? Wonder where the bleeder is on that. It's got to be.
So you've undone this one?
That's the one that I said feels like it's going to break.
Right.
That would have been quite a good one to undo, because unless you want to try it, it's so fucking tight.
What's on the inside of here?
That would be a good one to bleed, because you know it'd be coming out of the top of the. Be coming out of the top of the pump. You're bleeding out of the top.
Oh. Give it another go, eh?
Yeah, I don't think she's got enough.
Yeah, give it another go, Chris. See if Righto. Yeah, it's starting to look okay now, eh?
You got those big batteries, guys.
Yeah, that's what they're for.
Yeah. Because that take a lot of turning over, that type of thing, like that.
Yeah.
You reckon all the air come out?
Oh, it might be enough to get a couple of fires.
Yeah.
A little bit of ice cream foam stuff coming out of there, eh? But
yeah.
Oh, go on, Chris. Give it a kick.
I haven't heard that one for 5 years.
No.
Do those two now.
Yeah, just give it a wind up, Chriso.
Good.
Yep.
Should be one of the stars, shouldn't it?
No, these two probably will now. They were squirting.
The bookshelf has fallen over.
Oh, with the wind.
With the wind.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
You want to let these other two go?
Ah, yeah, hang on. Yeah. Oh, seems a bit tight. The turn. Righto, Chris, just watch that. Go on, Chris, go on. Yep. Bottom one, bro. Bottom one.
The oil pressure light gone out for us? Oh, leaks around the corner.
Turn the hand throttle up.
Yeah.
Right. I think you need a new lift pump. I've probably got one at home. That's got a leak in there, or maybe. Yeah. I got one at home there somewhere. Yep.
Pretty big job, mate.
Oh, that's water.
Beautiful. Yep. There's the bottom one on. Come on, come on. Oh,
Oh, shit,
all
all
right.
right.